Let's dive deep into my favorite topic on the planet, which is faith in fashion. How can they coexist? Do they even have anything to do with each other? What is the common ground between you as a woman and your faith in your creator and how you live that out? Because I know you live that out, right? Because faith without action is dead. So we need to be walking our talk and not just quoting scriptures. How do we walk that out as well as get up, dress up, and be that bold light on a hill that we know that we are called to be? How do we arise and shine? How do we be this big, beautiful, bold light without worrying about dimming somebody else's light? Well, I've got good news for you, honey. You ain't that powerful. You don't have power over anybody else's light but yours. You can dial yours up or dial it down. You cannot dim somebody else's light. Only she can do that. And God has given us that light. And our light is called to be a bold light on a hill, to arise and shine, to draw those in. And I'm going to go straight to the topic that I love addressing, which I've been doing for years and years and years. And this is the BS that comes with religious training as follows. That Christians should be all things in moderation and modesty, right? Absolute BS. And I'm being very, very polite and ladylike when I say that. Nowhere in the scriptures, and that's where I've studied fashion, nowhere does it say all things in moderation. Nowhere. It talks about steadfastness. It talks about consistency. It talks about a spirit of self-control and discipline. Nowhere does it talk about moderation. That is a religious spirit that either you teach or you have been taught, and I'm here to bust it right out of the water. What it does talk about, however, is have a spirit of fervor, never be lacking in zeal. Doesn't it say that every day is a celebration? Doesn't it say that do unto him, all things unto him? Doesn't say except how you dress. Do all things as unto him. Everything that you do with your whole heart. Doesn't it say that your body is a holy temple? Doesn't it say that you are kings in the marketplace? Doesn't it say that you are a royal priesthood, a set-apart nation? Doesn't it say that you are called and that you are set apart and you are to arise and shine? Doesn't it say in Jeremiah that for I know the plans you have for me, Father, to prosper me, plans not to harm me, but to lead me into a good future, right? Well, would you say that landing a good job is prosperous? It's going to prosper you? Mm-hmm. Would you agree that dressing well for an interview is a skill that you need to acquire to be noticed and to succeed in your interview alongside obviously with your character and your skill set? Dressing well is one of the things that's going to get you to the next interview. Dressing well is what's going to get you noticed and invited and accepted. Dressing well is an essential people skill. It's one of the things I teach in my coaching program. Dressing to connect is what will 10x your success. We don't dress for success here. We dress to connect, because I believe that connecting with people, doing life with people, is the most important thing we can achieve in this world. Whether you decide to do it as a surfer or I just decided to do it as a style coach or something else is all our amazing choice that we get. I have a saying, every day is Tuesday. You and I get to choose every single day how we go about our lives. Dressing well and responding to that date, that dinner date, if it goes well and then you meet him again and you go for a coffee and it progresses and one day you get married, isn't that a beautiful, loving, prosperous, sexy, romantic, amazing future? Let me tell you something about religious training out there. It's religious, which has got nothing to do with faith, nothing to do with a relationship with our Father. And we have gone in our day from it being back in the day all about external and beauty and aristocratic, and only certain people can wear white, only certain people can wear purple, only certain people back in the day could also wear black, only certain levels of class of people. All of that is gone. And anyone can wear anything, right? And let me tell you, while I'm talking to you, some people watching this right now are offended by the fact that I'm blessed in the chest and I'm wearing a polo neck, a turtleneck that is quite form-fitting. I'm a 32E/F after 21 years ago, a breast reduction, and it's taken me years to be okay with it, and it offends you. Oh, well, I guess offense is a choice. We're so scared today of beauty, but let's go back to what I was saying. So then anyone can wear anything, and there's all this wonderful exploration, this creativity, which is a God-given gift, by the way, to wear different colors and red. Oh, scarlet, the color. There are some people out there who are teaching that red is evil. How demented is that? How demented when scarlet runs through our very veins. Well, let me do this. Oh, on this hand, there's a tattoo. There's a lot of religious teaching out there that says this is wrong. It is not. That is dangerous, evil, religious teaching that brings bondage and fear. And fear produces pride and ego and more fear and control and more evil. This is not anti-faith. This is not evil. There's nothing wrong with tattoos. I just read an article just now and I was like, wow, this woman's amazing. She's fashionable. She's a woman of faith and she's going out there. And then I read further and down the article. I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. There she is saying, I'm opposed by those who have a tattoo. I'm opposed and offended by those who are not modest and wear a form-fitting jersey. I'm opposed. Oh, well, then I guess you and I are opposed. There are also brands, and I won't say who they are, that I support, that I buy from, that I lead my clients to. Amazing, one of the amazing brands in New York City, in the USA, that is very opposed to personally to what I believe. So I am pro-life, which means I'm anti-abortion. This is not what this conversation is about, so stay focused for a minute. But am I going to be a woman of faith because I found out that they are pro-abortion? That they have different values, that the co-founder of the company believes that a woman must make her own decision on that? I believe something different. Am I going to stop buying from them? Am I going to stop leading my clients to them? No, because I'm not a freaking idiot. What can I learn from them? They have worked hard to bring a beautiful, ethical, amazing, trustworthy brand to our country. And they support a lot of people who are impoverished. And they create a lot of jobs for people who were on the streets before. But because I discovered that they are pro-abortion and I am anti-abortion, I'm now going to, you see, that's what happens. We judge like that. We go, I can't buy from them. I can't support that brand because, no, grow up. Grow up. Faith has got everything to do with fashion. And here I'm going to challenge you on this. If you think that God is not in what you wear, then you are minimizing your God and you're categorizing him to a certain role or I don't know, a little mime or something in your mind that fits your convenient purposes and your lifestyle and your mindset and your belief systems. You've brought him down to you and saying, this is what he says about that. But when you don't have a clue, actually, how much of an author he is about red, about beauty, about power through beauty, that you have a spirit of beauty that has a power and a purpose and you don't even have a clue about that. And you've either been trained or you decided to train others that beauty, either you're fearful of something or you're not. What are you afraid of when it comes to beauty? Slow down now. What are you afraid of when it comes to beautiful exterior beauty? Oh, let me even use the word sexy. What are you afraid of? Women of faith. What are you afraid of? So we've gone from wearing everything and then feminism, which is something that I believe started as a good thing, is now something very, very different. I am not a feminist, nor will I ever be based on what's out there, what's been out there in the world for a long time. I'm a woman who has dedicated my career to empowering other women. I believe in getting up, dressing up and being a bold light on hill. I've created a whole global community of my client base and those beyond my client base who do not criticize their bodies, themselves or others. That we get up, we dress up, we look up, we speak up, we lift up, we encourage. We're all about moving forward together. We're all about standing for women, empowering women, complimenting women in the grocery store. We talk more about the grocery store than we do the boardroom. There's so much that happens in an aisle in the grocery store. And now where we find ourselves is now, beauty is only an inside job and how I dress has got nothing to do with it. Because, I don't need to dress well for God to love me better. I didn't say you need to dress well for him to love you, honey. I said that you need to read your scriptures if you're against dressing well, looking good, because fashion is not fickle and looking good is not a pursuit in vanity. It is, in actual fact, biblical excellence. I'll say that again. Getting up, dressing up, and putting your best foot forward for a productive and successful, confident day in the identity of who you know who you are is biblical excellence. Go and take out the scriptures. Read it from front to back. See how many clothing and color analogies there are in your Bible. Doesn't matter what version you're reading. I read the scriptures, the ISR, the Institute of Scriptural Research, which is the first translation into English. It's got all the original names. Moses is Moshe. Yeshua is not Jesus. There's no J in the Hebrew language. It's such a beautiful thing about that translation that my coach, actually Danny Johnson, years ago led me to, which really transformed my faith life in a big way. I've always been into fashion. And in fact, it was a teacher when I was 9 or 10 years old who inspired my passion for fashion. I had a very dark, black, ugly, unhappy, fearful childhood. And she was the woman who walked in and wore red lipstick and a colorful big skirt and all kinds of, and she was like something out of a movie. I fell in love with color. My God sent color to give me hope. I called her my hope in heels. She wore high heels to this teeny tiny outback one-horse town in the Midlands somewhere in South Africa. He sent hope in heels, in color, with red lipstick. Ooh, now, What are we doing with all the religious people out there who are saying that red is evil and scarlet is for prostitutes? Don't be beep ignorant, and don't be arrogant, because the two is a dangerous combination. Read your scriptures. So we find ourselves only beauty from the inside out, only the fruits of the Spirit count, nothing else is, I don't have to do anything else, you take me as I am, this is how I am, you like it or leave it. You know what that is? That is laziness. That is downright straight up laziness. And if you don't make an effort in presenting yourself and putting your best foot forward, especially if you're a mother, that's another conversation for another time. That is a presidential position. It's the most important job on the planet. Whether you're a wife or single or a mother or a businesswoman or a sister, you are a daughter. That's what that says. You're a sister. You're a child of God. And I'm speaking to you if you're a woman of faith. And if you're not, it's great that you're listening as well. Don't you be a woman of faith and not have read your scriptures about what God says about beauty. He created beauty. He authored beauty. He loves beauty. But now we're saying, no, how I am on the outside has got nothing to do with what I am on the inside. It's all about the heart. And you know what? The heart is everything to God. He does look at the heart. But he doesn't say, but don't dress up. He doesn't say it's okay to stay in your tacky-tracky or your yoga pants and your old college-stained t-shirt. He doesn't say greet the mailman or the whoever you're greeting at the front door of your house looking like the Rocky Horror Picture Show in the morning. Poor mailman has got to go and spend some time in therapy after the last 2 years of finding us during the COVID season, opening the door and looking like freaking horror shows. Who are you? What's your identity? Are you quoting scripture, going to church, but is the king's daughter through you looking like a pauper? Because that's not biblical. Are you quoting the Proverbs 31 woman and not wearing the fine linen? Are you making all kinds of excuses because you're lazy? I'm not saying this to be Miss Congeniality. Listen, anyone who knows me and who works with me knows, and my clients know, I kick butt with love and with full confidence in the scriptures as to how I do what I do. And the foundation upon which I stand is a gift from heaven above. So now we find ourselves, and this is what I'm fighting for, now we find ourselves saying, well, hang on a second. If this is what the scriptures say, and that's what it's all about, and this is the call to action, how can I just do it on the inside with all the fruits of the Spirit and not on the outside? Your inside is not disconnected from your outside. Your front is not disconnected from your back. Do we need to be modest? Of course we do. But what's wrong with sexy? Can't you put on a cute little black sexy dress and go on a date night with your husband or your man? What, you can't put on some cute little skinny jeans with some high heels and a cute top and just feel gorgeous and voluptuous and know that you and your guy are going to have a great time? There's nothing wrong with that. What are you afraid of when it comes to your beauty? Who's taught you to fear beauty? Beauty has power and a purpose, and everything is about the condition of your heart. If you're going to use beauty for your own gain and to manipulate others, that's on you. You'll be judged for that, and you'll own up for that one day when your time comes. You will sow and reap, and you will reap what you sow. So, but if the condition of your heart is modest and it's humble and it's ambitious, by the way, which is a godly thing, we have a spirit of excellence that is from Him. Why do you think you love the Rugby World Cup and the Super Bowl and the Olympics? It's because we love to see excellence in motion. It's in our very DNA, which is unique to every single individual human being. So, as a woman, if you have a business and you have children and you've got a great marriage, but you want more, and you've got someone who's saying to you, you know, you should be grateful. I mean, look what you've got. Like, that's a little bit greedy. Like, you have a lot. No, then you tell that person to thank you for your unsolicited advice, but you are wrong. You're speaking out of context and out of tone, out of time with the scriptures, because the scriptures is all about arise and shine, all about more, all about get up, dress up, and go for gold. It's all about excellence, which includes how we dress, which includes the color that we put on, which includes the effort that we go to in our get up, dress up routine. That's our mind and our body and our soul and everything. It's not excluding our body. If your body is a holy temple, how are you justifying not dressing up that holy temple? How are you justifying going to church in your tracksuit that you've lived in for 15 years? How are you justifying going to a formal function or a dinner or a beautiful event in those same old tacky jeans and a t-shirt? How are you getting away with that in your mind? You're justifying it as what you're doing. And if this is stinging, then the truth is there, and it's Tuesday, my friend, and you can choose to go, oh my gosh, this woman is like, whatever, or you can go, why is it stinging? Is this something I've been praying about? Is there something that God wants to tell me here? Let me tell you something, I'm not a preacher, nor would I ever want to be. And I am not am not an elder, and I'm not what I am, is I'm a leader in my field when it comes to beauty and fashion and personal style. And I believe in taking action in the direction of my identity. What is my identity? I'm the daughter of the King of Kings. What does the daughter of a king look like? What does she dress like? How does she carry herself? How does she treat other people when there's nobody around? He knows. How is she on social media? Is she just showing her showreel like everyone likes to talk about these days? No. I've shown my belly and my butt and everything, obviously in a private, closed, women-only environment, to show how I use the gift of clothing and color to work with highlighting my best bits and maybe kind of flowing over the others. And how I've come to a point now where, you know what, this 32F breast in the chest is just what I have, and I have had a breast reduction. If you think that that's evil as well, that's another conversation for another time. I address all of these things in my coaching program. You're welcome to go check it out. lindapage.com, it's all there. I'm challenging you here today as a woman of faith that if you are not getting up, dressing up, if you don't have a get up, dress up routine that helps you to put your best foot forward, if you're not saving time and money on your shopping and your closet, if you're shopping and you're opening your closet and you're saying, I have nothing to wear, you're behind the times. Something's going on and you know it. There's a restlessness in your heart. Maybe you're feeling frumpy and frustrated, and that's not normal. That's not excellent. That's not the life that you were called to. When your kids look up at you, or your grandkids, what do they see? Do they see a stressed out, burnt out, overwhelmed mom? Or do they see a woman who is poised and ready for her day? And I'm not talking about perfection. It's not about perfection. This is about progress. This is about forward movement. This is about our identity. This is about our faith. This is about beauty. But your spirit of beauty is within you, and it exists whether you like it or not. It's like gravity. It is in you, and it has a power and a purpose. You can fight it, or you can learn about it and go and live it out. Because once you do, my friend, you'll discover, no matter what you've been through in life, I've been physically, sexually, and emotionally abused in my life. And there is no way around that. You have to work through it. There's no way over it, under it, or around the side of it. You have to work through it. And I've been blessed to have people who I have found. I have been like a son of a gun on a mission to get the tools to overcome these things. Why? Because my desire to be free has always been stronger than the pain that they inflicted on me. I'm going to say that again. My desire to be free in every area, physically, sexually, emotionally, in my confidence, in my soul, in my self-esteem, which all used to be rock bottom, is stronger than any pain I've been through. And so I pursued it. And God put into my life and helped me to find the people and the tools and the methods. Some of them were mine, some of them were others, and put them all together. And I have come out the other side free. Is my journey ended? Don't be ridiculous. I've just turned 50. It's 2000 and... oh my gosh, what's the year? 2002. 2022. It's 2022. I just turned 50 a few weeks ago. I'm only halfway, and I'm just getting started. And I'm so grateful for that which I've been through and that which lies ahead. And I know that my God has a future for me planned from even before I exited my mother's womb, which is to prosper me. And dressing to connect in that interview, dressing well to connect on that date, dressing well to connect in that meeting, or in that potential conversation about launching a business opportunity or a new friendship. Dressing to connect is a powerful people skill that will prosper you. And style is just a skill. That's the good news. Style is just a skill. It's not expensive to look good. I'm a rehabilitated shopaholic. I'm a rehabilitated, and even when I did shop a lot, I've never been a high-end designer brand kind of girl. I'm nothing against the Gucci's and the Louis Vuittons and the Yves Saint Laurents of the world. I just don't necessarily care for that style, and I most certainly am not prepared to spend that kind of money on looking good. And so over the years, I trained my eyes from when I was a young teenager. By the time I got to 17, no car, no job, no home, no money, no education, no clue, but I knew how to dress. Because from about 14, 15, right up to 17, I'd been watching and I'd been studying and I'd been watching movies and seeing how they dress, thinking, what am I going to do? How am I going to get a job? I had nothing. And guess what got me the jobs? Guess what got me invited to interviews? Guess what got me shortlisted? Almost always the youngest, the least educated, with no prior experience. Why did I get the jobs? And I started asking why over the years. And they said, Linda, we can teach you the skills you don't have. We can even show you the ropes on XYZ. What we can't teach the others is to have a spirit of excellence like you do, to dress well and to be a good ambassador for our brand, to stand strong, to communicate the confidence. Was I confident? No. At the time? No. Hell no, not for a long time. But dressing well partly boosted my confidence. Dressing well played a major role in me understanding and learning what confidence is. And actually it is not what I thought it was for years. That's what I teach. Confidence through the power of personal style. Hear me on this. If you think that beauty is an inside job only, you are mistaken. You are living half a life. You are playing small and you are not living the life you are called to live. If you think that external beauty is everything, you also are learning and living only half a life, and you're missing all the fruits of the Spirit that bring the power of humility and influence and goodness and kindness, gentleness, love, fun, joy, all of those things. It is all of those things together. The fruits of the Spirit on the inside is what produces. I'm telling you, I feel like the older I get, I feel like the younger I feel, because beauty is an inside job. But it must show up on the outside. If it doesn't, there's a disconnect. If you're saying you're the daughter of the King of the Most High, you look like a tramp, and I don't care what you think of me. I'm not here to be anyone's pal. I'm not here to gain a following. My gosh, I don't even know how that all works. I'm here to bring value to the woman of faith in her life who knows that there is more, who knows it's okay to want more, who knows that she is called to arise and shine, who knows that her God is the author of beauty. He says, do not be conformed to this world. Just take a look around you, my friend. It took one pandemic. I mean, before that, there were lots of things. One pandemic, and all the women of the world were just dressing down and slopping around. And it says, do not be conformed to this world. Renew your mind. Be transformed. You're called to a higher thing. Doesn't mean you're above or better than anybody else. It means you are called. Are you responding? What is your response? If this message is resonating with you, and let it renovate you as well, go to www.lindapage.com. Watch the case study video, book a free consultation with my office where one of my staff members will give you a few questions and she will extract from you whether or not the life that you are looking to live, the goals that you want to achieve, has anything in common with the coaching program that I run that is called Confidence Through the Power of Personal Style. In that program, yes, we talk fundamentals of fashion. Yes, we do capsule wardrobe. I've got 30 pieces, where to find them, in what color, at what price, online, in store, from which brands, how to mix and match them. Yes, we do hair, makeup, accessories. Yes, we do all kinds of things. But at the heart of the program is how to fall in love with the woman in the mirror. At the heart of the program is how to live a life free of criticizing your butt, your boobs, and your belly. How must that feel? At the heart of the program is learning my principled dress to connect, because that will 10x your success. At the heart of the program is how to dress to attract the right man if you're single and you don't want to be single. At the heart of the program is relationship. You are wired to connect. No matter how introverted or shy you might be, and shy is a lie, by the way, it's something else that I teach in my program. Shy is a lie. Shy is to cover and hide, and that's not what you are called to do. Check out the case study. Book a call with my office. It's going to cost you nothing. It's 45 minutes that I invest in women out there who I know God is calling to arise and shine. That's you. There is one thing standing between you and your frumpy, frustrated status quo and a confident, bold, beautiful tomorrow. And that's action. Prayer has its space and it's powerful, but it's not enough. Journaling is cool, and if that blows your hair back, go for it. Action is what's going to move you from where you are forward. Action is what's going to teach you, where is the faith in fashion? Give me the scriptures, because my program is loaded with the scriptures. Beautiful, powerful evidence of the fact that God doesn't just care about what you wear. He is very specific on it, by the way. When it comes to color and texture and textile and style and all of it, He's extremely, extremely specific. Your Christian or faith-filled life is not about moderation. That is a lie. It is about being zealous and fervent and passionate for who you serve and who you are, and the love and the light that you can bring to those around you. And what I call the Ferrari in your closet, which is fashion, is a gift from the Father of lights. It is a gift that changed my life when I was a kid, when I was 17 years old, and now at the tender age of 50, it continues to be a gift that propels me forward. And I help to raise up other women who get up, dress up, and are also a bold light on a hill, and raising up other women, because there is a saying, one of my favorite quotes in the world, by a British, very dead British poet by the name of Matthew Arnold, who said, if ever there comes a time when the women of the world come together purely and simply for the greater good of mankind, it will be a force such as the world has never known. You're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution, my friend. As a woman, you are either complaining about your body, criticizing your butt, your boobs, your belly, your upper arms, your everything else, which means you are part of the problem. Why? Because everybody else is doing that. That is being conformed to the world, and there are kids and grandkids who are listening. They don't do as you say, they do as you do. So why do we have 5-year-olds on antidepressants? Why do we have our 13 and 14-year-olds saving up for plastic surgery? So much do they hate what they see in the mirror? Why are our 15-year-olds, our 14-year-olds looking for love with boys in all the wrong places? They are desperate for approval. They're desperate to be loved. They don't understand beauty. They only see what they see in the fashion magazines. And I have a great, huge respect for my industry. The fashion experts out there are phenomenal and talented, committed artisans of their trade. But you cannot outsource your personal style, just like you can't outsource your faith, just like you shouldn't be outsourcing your health. These are things that are available to us in this day and age, in this digital world, that we can learn anything about anything. You're either part of the problem and you are teaching and talking negativity about your body and your beauty, or you're going to become part of the solution. Here at Linda Page, we are women who do not ever speak death over our bodies. Does it mean that we don't make an effort and we just eat what we want? No, it doesn't. But it means that we embrace ourselves, that we love ourselves, that we connect with the woman in the mirror. It means that we are committed to ourselves, that we invest in ourselves, the time, the money, and the effort that it takes to get up, dress up, and be a bold light on a hill, the time and the money and the effort that it takes to build a skill of how to build a beautiful wardrobe on a budget, customized to your body, your personality, your lifestyle, your profession, that takes time, money, and effort. Smart women prioritize themselves. Smart women don't have to talk about me time or self-time or self-care. Smart women read the Bible and it says, love others as myself. So what does that mean? Oh, I have to love myself well in order to love my neighbor well. I'm not going to post my showreel on social media. I'm going to get off and take some time out. I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to invest in a coaching program that is going to help me to fall in love with the woman in the mirror, that is going to help me to understand how to be confident on camera, confident in the marketplace. It's going to teach me about the fruits of the Spirit from the scriptures that are connected to my beauty and my body and my inner self and everything. That's going to teach me how to have fun with fashion in the bedroom with my man. It's going to teach me about being a full-time mom and what that presidential role looks like and how I can dress practically, it's still stylishly. Whether I have 3 babies or 1 or 7 grown-up kids. It's going to help me to do assignments. It's going to cull my closet, stop me from wasting money and wasting time on shopping and thrift storing, because that is not saving you money as you think that it is. It's got nothing to do with capsule wardrobe, nothing to do with personal style. And that is actually part of the problem of fast fashion, which is where the thrift stores can't even keep up with the donations, and all of the donations are in the second-handed clothing is ending up in such a short period of time back on the shores of countries like Haiti, where they now are upcycling them. There's a whole backstory here. You're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. It is time, my friend, to arise and shine. It is time to take that faith that you say that you have and the scriptures that you say that you read, that you like to quote. It's time to put your spirit of beauty behind it. There's no creature on the planet like a woman. I look more at women than I do at any other creature on the planet. I think that women are beautiful and sensual and physical and tender and fierce and feminine and passionate all in one. There's no one woman who looks the same, from your profile to your hair to whether you went grey early like I did or whether you've got long dark. It doesn't matter. We all are so different. And I'm mesmerized by the beauty that God gave us. What are you doing with your beauty? Are you hiding it? Because that is a talent, by the way. You've been given a talent, a gift. And if you're hiding it, it's going to get taken away from you. I'm going to say that again. Your beauty is a gift, a talent, which was given to you for a purpose. If you're hiding that, it will be taken from you. It's biblical. I could talk about this for days on end without sleeping. but it's been 12 minutes. I'm going to leave it there. I think it's been 12. No, oh my gosh, it's been 29 minutes. You see, it's been 29 minutes and 41 seconds. I'm going to leave it there. www.lindapage.com. It is time. No more praying, no more thinking, no more journaling, no more wondering, no more crying at night by yourself on your pillow because you're single or you're going through a divorce or you're feeling rejected or overlooked or frumpy or your life hasn't turned out. That we've all been through that. And I'm not underestimating the pain that you're going through. I am here to tell you and encourage you that your beauty is a gift. Your body is still powerful. Nothing you've gone through or that you're going through right now is insurmountable. And you're not alone, my friend. I did this for myself years ago, and I'm helping other women to do the same. To get up, dress up. To be a bold light on a hill. There is love after divorce. There is beauty after rejection. There is romance after being single. There is so much hope and power in this world, and your spirit of beauty has everything to do with it. It starts with the heart. Everything starts with your heart. Your spirit of beauty is inside and out. It's top and down. It's left to right. It's back and it's front. Your spirit of beauty is a gift. You are called to arise and shine. And it is Tuesday. What will you do?